everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the 5-Minute Life Changer podcast, because 5 minutes is really all the motivation you need to choose to change your life for the better. This is Robert Landau, national motivational speaker, certified life coach that works with people the world over via Zoom, and of course, podcast host. Today's topic means a lot to me. I would suspect it will to you as well. The title, How to Be Heard the First Time, Every Time. And let me start with me, because maybe you'll be able to identify with this and resonate with it. I grew up a very, very shy and reserved child. My father was this very, very famous entity in the classical music world. And he, apart from that, was a brilliant speaker. His energy was amazing. He could walk into a room and not say a word, and everybody would turn and just look at him. When you grow up with a father like that, you have one of two choices. You either take what teaches you about being a strong person in this world and not being afraid to express it, or you just want to hide under his arm and let him protect you. I chose the latter instead of the former. And so I grew up afraid of my own voice. I hated my body. I didn't know what I was doing here. I just was not a happy child. In the 3rd grade at age 7, I had a breakdown. I also could not read, didn't know the alphabet. I was failing in school. I was seeing the school psychologist in 3rd grade who kept calling my parents and telling them that they have a real troubled child on their hand and he's too shy. So, what do you do when you don't feel you even deserve to have a voice in this crazy, hectic world that we live in? Well, you either decide to change it or try to bear with it. Let me tell you something, and this is what I learned about me. You deserve to have a voice in this world. But if you don't think so, and if you're afraid of that, I would ask you to think again. A lot of this, and I'm just speaking from personal experience, maybe this resonates with you, maybe it doesn't, but a lot of it depends on your self-esteem. Don't be so concerned as to what others think of you. Be concerned lovingly about what you think of yourself. What did I do to turn things around in terms of my shyness, in terms of my not even liking the sound of my own voice? Never mind thinking of using it. I decided to become an actor. That was terrifying to me. You could not get me up in front of 2 people and even speak. So what did I do? By the time I graduated college, I enrolled myself into New York City's most controversial avant-garde acting school in hopes that maybe they could bring me out of my shell and show me how important having a voice in this world in my life is. And you know what? They did it. They put me through, and all the other students, crazy, wild voice exercises and movement exercises and improvisational things. But let me tell you something. Sometimes you have to climb up to the highest diving board and jump with blindfolds on, trusting that there's water below. When you have that kind of faith, when you stop thinking too much, thinking thoughts that work against you, you will be able to move forward. Sometimes we're our own worst enemies without even realizing it. So, what I want to tell you is this. You have been given a voice for a darn good reason. Use it. That's why you got it. And I would also say, just be careful how and when you use it in what situations, right? You don't want to hurt people. You don't want to step over important positive boundaries. But when you feel you need to speak up, whether it's to add your 2 cents to an issue that's being discussed, or whether you really need to defend yourself, whatever, do it with love Do it with kindness. Do it with positive authority. There's a reason why you are amazing, wonderful you. And it's about time more people realize that. And I'm not talking about egotistically. I'm talking about your energy, your presence, your reason for being here. So much of that has to do with your voice. Never be afraid to assert yourself, but just do it with love as opposed to with aggression. You can turn people off to you, but you can also turn people on to you. Just ask me. I'll tell you. So move forward with confidence. Be your own best friend. Understand again, there's a darn good reason why you are here. When it's appropriate, use the God-given voice that you have. It's a gift. Use it. Thank you so much for tuning in. This has been Robert Landau with a 5-Minute Life Changer podcast. I do look forward to seeing you on the next episode. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, if you resonated with it, please give the video a like. And also, please subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can stay up to date with all the motivation I will continue to share with you. Thank you.